Hey guys, how you going? Hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing wonderful in every part of the world you are, whenever you are, wherever you are. How are you? Hope you are doing well. This is Mo again with another episode of Business Talks. And for tonight, I've been invited from one of the well-experienced guys, either offline or online, with more than, let's say, 28 years of experience in brick and mortar business and other businesses out there, and more than, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years in this online business. And yeah, from the Sunshine State, from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Hello, how are you?
Hey Mo, I am so happy to be here and chatting with you tonight. Thank you for inviting me.
More than happy. I'm more than happy than you. I'm so pleased that you've got your time for me. And yeah, for tonight we've got you here in another episode of Business Talks with Mo. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
Fantastic, mate. I am so happy. I was looking forward to this all week.
Yeah, me too, mate. Because I was looking for, let's say, having a live interview with you for such a long time, and yeah, fortunately, you've gotten your time, and you've put your time exclusively for tonight, around half an hour that we'll be interviewing with you. So, for those of guys who are not familiar with you, would you please introduce yourself a little bit more? Where are you coming from originally, or let's say, where were you doing before joining this online business, and how did you meet these online business opportunities out there?
Okay, well, first of all, my name is Leo Vandenberg, and I am from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. And originally, my origins are in the Netherlands because my dad came from there, although I was born here, so I'm half Dutch, half Aussie. And, and you know, as it is, a lot of people back in those days followed in their dad's footsteps. So dad was a baker and pastry cook, so I became a baker and pastry cook. Well. So I joined the family businesses when I was very young, and it was great. I really enjoyed myself. And in fact, my older brother, Rob, also became a baker and pastry cook. So there were three of us in the business. And we did a lot of work together, a hell of a lot. We had bakeries together. We had a manufacturing business making pastries and selling them all around Australia. We were involved in cafes, in a restaurant. So we've done a lot of work in the food industry, and it was great. It was really good. I did it for nearly 40 years, about 37 years, in fact. And then I decided to get out, and because the time was then that I needed to get out. I'd done it enough there. And because I still felt very young at heart, I thought, geez, what am I going to do? You know, I feel like I need to do something still. So what I did, I started a little bit of Uber driving, which I still do today. And, you know, the good thing about Uber driving is that it's flexible. And getting back to the brick and mortar business, it is not flexible. It's very inflexible, which means that you've got opening hours, you've got closing hours, and you've got to be there the whole time. And you know that being in business, it's not 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday. It's much more than that. And so it encompasses your whole life. You have to work hard. You have to think about the business. You got to take care of all of the other things that, like, normal employees don't have to do. And so it is, you know, instead of 40 hours, 60, 70 hours a week when you work in a brick and mortar business. But don't get me wrong, I had a great time. I really enjoyed what I did. We made fantastic products. We made good bread and pies and sausage rolls and all of those things. And we had a good time. But it was time for me to get out. And I thought, okay, I need something that's a bit more flexible. And so I thought, well, I did a bit of Uber driving. This was some 4 years ago. And then what happened is my good friend and mentor, Lani, told me about this business that she had just started and said, you got to have a look at this. This looks pretty amazing. And, you know, I'd looked at online stuff before and I thought, nah, that's not for me. I'm really not interested in going online and doing some online stuff. I tried a bit of this and that in that area and it just didn't work out for me. So I said, okay, look, just tell me about it. She said, no, you got to look at the webinar. And so I looked at the webinar and I said, well, this looks pretty good. So I joined up. But at the back of my mind was, am I able to do this? Can I do this? And I thought, I don't know. Maybe I can learn. You know, I'm I'm a hands-on person, and I can think as well. But going from, the traditional business model to the online space requires a whole different set of skills, and I had to learn everything from scratch. And my God, I'm not
Absolutely
in some
phenomenal.
areas.
Yeah.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I am learning, and I'm still learning to this day.
Yeah,
And
all of us are still learning.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so glad I joined. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. You are embodying a real person with more than, as you said, 40 years of experience in brick and mortar businesses without having any kind of previous online businesses. But you are doing at the moment, and you are a real example, an exemplary, let's say, things that we can have for everybody out there that watching us, for seed fencer. So for everybody that's, let's say, sitting on the fence and let's say debating with themselves whether they are joining or they are not joining or something like that. So everybody out there, this is an example of the person with more than 40 years of experience in brick and mortar business and without having any fucking experience in online businesses. But he is doing right now. Why you cannot do? This is super, super important. So thank you, Leo, for a very wonderful experience. And let's say your story, it was pretty, pretty, pretty impressive for me and for almost everybody that are watching us. I'm pretty sure that they have already been impressed with the, let's say, your story and how did you start your online business. And I know Lenny, Lenny is a pretty amazing coach and pretty amazing mentor, and she's already done several let's say guys out there that working with him, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. So but could you please let us know about your why, your main reason for starting this online business, or for having a reliable source of income, or let's say for having a complementary source of income? Because for both of guys, for some of the guys it's going to be a complementary, but for some of the, let's say, guys, it's going to be the main source of income. So either way, so could you please let us know about your why, Leo?
Well, what I needed to do, I'm getting on in age. I'm 61 now, so I'm looking forward to my retirement. And
you are like a 20, you are like a 20 years old.
Thank you very much.
No
And as I said just before, I took up Uber driving, and it's good. It is flexible because I can start and finish when I want. I pick up people, I drive them around, I have a good conversation, and it's good. But you know what? I don't earn any money if I'm not behind the wheel. So it's flexible to only a degree, right? You've got to be behind the wheel to do it. So I needed something that will actually give me income when I'm not behind the wheel, figuratively speaking. And so after I watched, after Lane told me about it, and I watched the webinar, and I thought, wow, well, you build up the business. You've got to do the hard yards to begin with. You've got to do the business. It just doesn't happen magically, right? And I know that listening to other people in the business, going on to various webinars and listening to other people's stories, is that when you build it up and you get to certain levels, the income keeps on coming in, whether you're sitting in front of the computer or not. You can make money while you're sleeping. You can make money while you're having fun with your family.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
You can make money when you're on holidays. I mean, and I thought, wow, well, that's for me. That one is for me. And I joined up, and I'm learning all the ropes. As I've been in for nearly 2 years now, and I'm building it up slowly. It's definitely not. I'm not as fast as other people. I'm the first one to say that.
Doesn't matter.
Fact is, exactly, it doesn't matter. The thing is, you've got to have, you really have to want to do it. You've got to have that want. And if you don't have that want to do it, if you don't have that desire, that push, then it's not going to happen. Like with any business. And it doesn't matter whether it's online or traditional, you've got to have that desire to succeed. And if that's not there, then it's just not going to happen. And
the mindset. The mindset is super, super important. If you are wanting something, you're gonna go forward. You're gonna get out of your step out of your comfort zone, and take the leap of faith and move forward towards your goals. And this is super, super important, as you said, in any kind of businesses, or even in your personal life. For example, when you are taking a step of faith or leap of faith, and for example, getting married, for example, this is going to be a new chapter in your life. And yeah, for business wise, when you are deciding to step out of your comfort zone and towards your goal, move towards your goal, you're going to have a 5-figure income. This is a super, super important why for everybody that are watching us, for example, in terms of the financial matters we are talking. And yeah, this is super important to have your positive mindset from the very, very beginning. And this is a very important point, because this is the first things, if I'm not mistaken, in the training modules that we are offering to guys out there in our training, in our, let's say, business model. The business, the mindset, the positive mindset, how to gain your positive mindset, how to keep your positive mindset. And this is super important, because we are learning you guys how to earn and how to keep your positive mindset and how to drive you, let's say, out of your comfort zone and towards your, let's say, goals. Thank you, Leo. Thank you. It was very, very impressive. It was very, very, let's say, amazing story and amazing your why. And your super importantly said that. Though you were doing your flexible job while you're Uber driving, but yeah, it doesn't make you enough money at all, and it doesn't make you money well while you're not behind the role. So it is super important that while doing this online business, even when you are sleeping, the business model gonna make you money. The advertisement gonna make you enough money. So that is super, super important. Yeah, and this is so amazing that even when you are sleeping, when at night, the other part of the world, the other day, and your ads are running over there, and you're gonna make a lot of money. So thank you, Leo. Yeah, you want to add something? Yeah, go.
Yeah, when you start a business, and particularly one like this, where for myself, I've got to go on a new learning curve. And so I've got to get out of my comfort zone. And what happens when you get out of your comfort zone? You feel uncomfortable. And you know what? That's when you learn the most. Because if you stay in the easy road, then you don't get as far ahead as if you take the hard road. And that's when you get out of your comfort zone. You push yourself to learn what needs to be done, and then you can excel. And this is the road that I'm on, and this is the road that you're on too.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, because every one of us, every single one of us are learning day to day, because the social media is evolving. This is the super important point, guys, because the social media is evolving, and our training modules, or our fully user-friendly video-based training modules, step-by-step training modules, are evolving as well, are updating day by day or week by week or even month by month. So all of us are learning, because social media, we are advertising in 6 social media. We are learning you guys out there in order to advertise, make your advertisements in 6 social media, including Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. So every single one of these 6 social media are evolving daily and are changing their features or changing the way that they are impressing, they are engaging their audience. So this is super important that you are gonna having full access to the updated training modules that are, let's say, making on top of every changes on a daily basis or even weekly basis. Whenever they are updating their social media, after 2 or 3 weeks maximum, they're gonna have an updated version of that, for example, modules, which is already old. So this is super important. And thank you, Leo, for pointing out. So yeah, for those of you guys who are not familiar with me, or even this is your first time that you're visiting my page, first of all, thank you so much for visiting my page and for your likes, for your comments, for your following offs, for every single one of the comments or likes or followings. I'm so appreciated. Thankful for that, and really appreciate it. So yeah, this is Mo, and I'm 35-year-old from Brisbane, Australia. I immigrated to Australia in 2020 with my wife and my little daughter. We are a family of 3, and yeah, I've been working in the supply chain industry as a supply chain specialist for more than 10 years, and I'm a digital business owner at the same time. So yeah, this is a very brief introduction for me. And yeah, the main reason that I joined this online business, the main reason that I decided to change my life for my family was to secure my family financially, though having a very wonderful quality time and having a flexible lifestyle. because I used to work for more than 12 hours a day, Leo. Can you imagine, can you believe that? 6 days a week for more than 10 years. I was waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning and I was coming back home even around 9 p.m. at nights, from Saturday to Thursday, because I'm originally coming from Iran, and in Iran, only Fridays is weekends, unlike the Europe or let's say other part of the world. So I was working 6 days a week between almost 12 to 14 hours a day. And I was really burning out. I didn't have enough, let's say, time at all to, let's say, have with my family, with my wife, with my daughter. So I didn't have any time at all to even think about, let's say, having a dream, let alone fulfilling that dream. So after, for example, 6 or 7 years, I ended up running in circle with my financial problems, with my financial, let's say, difficulties that I was having at that moment. And yeah, I didn't have any money at all to, let's say, for my savings. And after 10 years before joining, let's say, before coming to Australia, neither we didn't have, let's say, we didn't have any home, we didn't have any car for ourselves. So when we immigrated to Australia, we firstly wanted to stabilize and, let's say, to set up and establish ourselves. And after that, I was working still in this supply chain industry for around 10 hours a day. So it was a little bit lesser than the amount of time that I was putting in Iran, and I was working in Iran, but it was still plenty of hours a day, and I was out of the home. And then I was coming back, I was plenty of, let's say, I didn't have plenty of time to spend with my family, with my wife, with my daughter. And so I ended up, let's say, finding the same situations like Iran, and a little bit was better, but yeah, it didn't, let's say, the thing that I was searching for. So I was desperately searching for an online, let's say, business opportunities, and I was trying, let's say, likes of Amazon, Shopify, dropshipping, Forex, or cryptocurrency. I'd experienced a lot of them, but unfortunately, none of them was working for me, because either they were unreliable source of income, they were illegal, they were volatile, and yeah, there were a heck of a lot of problems when I was doing that online business. And I was already, let's say, investing thousands of dollars on that, let's say, online businesses, but unfortunately, I've lost all of them. So disappointedly, yeah, one day when I was sitting in the social media, I mean, at the bus station, I was scrolling down my social media. I really was, let's say, amazed when I saw a first ad in my YouTube channel. So it was a lady that was talking about this online business, and that was the starting point of, let's say, my journey. And I'm here again, starting, let's say, sitting right in front of Leo and you guys out there, and talking about this amazing online business. So Leo, we have decided to have, let's say, these questions answered tonight. How flexible your lifestyle would be if you wanted to have your own online business. When you're talking about own online business, guys, let me be more clear right now. I'm talking about your online business, because you're going to be your online business mentor. You're going to be your online business owner, And that's the online business model that we are offering. We are a franchisor. We are offering you almost all of the tools that you're going to need in order to run your online business, because this online business model that we are offering are preparing every tools for you to be more successful, simply by just plugged in and connected, and, let's say, doing the thing that we are training you, the system in training modules are training you. This is super important to be in your mind, that this is the online business model that we are offering, and you're going to have your own online business. This is super important. So please add your spin on it, Leo, in response to this question, that how flexible your lifestyle would be if you wanted to have your own online business.
Oh, look, having flexibility, that's the ultimate that someone, especially like yourself, you've got a family, a young child, and you want to spend time with them. You don't want to miss any milestones. Now, as you said, you're working from 6 till 6. How many things are
6
you
to
going to miss?
9. 6 to 9.
6 till 9. That's even more. So it's inevitable that you're going to miss out on so many milestones. And you know what? When you miss out on a milestone, you'll never get it back, and it's lost. It's lost.
And I
You haven't.
already done that. I'm so regretful for that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you have an online business, and being online means flexibility. It means you can do it any time of the day. I mean, if you're a night person, you can work from midnight till 6 in the morning or whatever. So it's totally flexible. It doesn't matter when you do the business. It just matters that you do it. And therein is the flexibility that, most people crave for. I've done the hours that you have in my old business, from 2 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you got to go have a bit of a sleep, back into it again. I know all about that.
The same fucking things again.
Absolutely. And the only way to get full flexibility is to have a business like this, where you are the master and the business is not your slave, but it's you're in control. You're in total control. And then you can do the things that you want to do. You can spend the time with your family, with the things that you want to do, and then your business works around that. As long as you put in the hours and you do it on a regular basis. It's got to be done on a regular basis. It's not just here and there. It's got to be done on a regular basis. Like any business, you've got to run the business. You've got to work in the business and you've got to work on the business. And those two things are very, very important. So we all do our technical stuff. We do our posting on various platforms. We do advertising. So you've got to do that. We go on to our own webinars and masterminds that we have, and they're at set times. And so there are things that are at set times, but that's okay. But it's only a small part of the whole business that we need to do. And when we are in control of our own time, man, your life gets a whole lot better and you feel a lot happier. And Mo, I'm sure that you are beginning that journey right now. I can see by the smile on your face that you've got all these thoughts in your head about how your life is going to be in the next year, 2, 10 years, and how the family's going to benefit from that. Not just only financially, but also in every other aspect and every other respect, where you're going to have those times together that you will treasure for the rest of your life. And those times, and they will not be lost, and you'll have those forever.
Absolutely right. Absolutely correct. Because as you truly said, when you're doing this online business, when you're making advertisement, when you're running advertisement, when you're being taught how to make advertisement in any of these 6 social medias that we told you guys, so you're going to be able to run your online business even when you're sleeping. And that's mean that the online business is fitting around what we are doing at the moment. Because when you are sleeping, the other part of the world are day, for example, or even noontime or even morning time, and your online business is running in the background. So on the other aspects, when, for example, you are traveling around the world, or for example, when you're traveling to your home country, when you're traveling to other states, when you're traveling to, for example, other countries, so your business model is already running in the background. And the only thing that you're going to need is your smartphone and an internet connection, which is going to be found in every part of the world at the moment during the 21st century. Unless you are, for example, living in the middle of a nowhere island, for example. And this is not the case, of course. So, yeah, the truth of this online business is the flexibility, the time freedom, the financial, let's say, stability, and the financial, let's say, independence that this online business with the 5-figure, let's say, sustainable amount of income as a reliable source of income, this online business model is offered. And yeah, we are offering you guys to go out there, step out of your comfort zone and watch a free webinar. This is the super important, that the first step is to watching a free webinar in order to get to know more about our online business model. Because when we are, let's say, providing you the free access to the webinar, you're gonna earn, either join live, because we are having lives 2 times Wednesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or let's say Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, and 8 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, in the US, Eastern Standard Time of the US or Canada. So yeah, either joining us live or catching the latest version of the replay. This is the first step. Because when you're watching the free webinar, the first, let's say, part of this webinar, which is around 30 minutes, are dedicated to the pillars of this online business model, which is comprising of, let's say, products, comprising of web shops, or let's say websites, and the customers as, let's say, people, figuratively speaking. So out of these three pillars, the online business model that we are offering are handling two pillars automatically. So that's the main reasons that we are saying this online business model that we are offering is almost fully automated. And you are not needing to be worried at all about products, nor about the, let's say, web shops or your website's design and management and maintenance of your website or your email management. Because all of these hassles will be handled by systems automatically instead of us. So that's why we are saying we are not advertising about any kind of products. And that's the main striking difference of Amazon, Shopify, dropshipping with this online business model that we are offering. You are not needed at all. This is out of question to advertise about any kind of products or to sell any kind of products. Of course, this is a product out there because it's a legal business, and you're gonna advertise. You're gonna buy products as an investment when you're entering your online business. But the thing is, the system is handling instead of us, and we are only focused in advertising about ourselves, about our lifestyle, about the features of this online business model that we are offering, and encouraging, enlightening people's mind to come and join and make it a try, give it a try. Because this is super, super important to watch this free webinar. Because in the second part, you're having a lot of people out there that's like me, like Leo, like more than 97,000 people that are doing this online business from different race, from different walks of life, from different countries around the world that are doing this online business at the moment. And I've revolutionized their life totally. So they are coming there, they are going there, they are talking about their life, about their story before and after joining this online business. And this is super important to watch them, to impress how they have changed their life totally, how they have, let's say, their own why, because every why for every person is a little bit different with the other whys, with the other person's why. So this is super important to see those, let's say, testimonials, to notice that this business is super, super, super legal, and we are paying tax for it. We are real people. We are everyday people. This is super important. Leo from a different cohort, age cohort. I'm from a different age cohort, from a different background. Leo from, let's say, originally from Australia, and let's say Netherlands. I'm originally from Iran. And the other persons from Canada, from the US, from the UK, from China, from the Philippines, from India originally, from the US, from the South Korea, from Japan, from Turkey, from all parts of the world are doing this online business model at the moment. And this is so important. The first step is to watch a free webinar by either registering in Leo's website or my website, and we'll be out there for you guys in order to answer any kind of question that you are having. We are having, let's say, you and you're gonna be your mentor, and you're gonna be our mentee, and you're gonna be having another coach with you. So, Leo, could you please let us know about the compensation plan and the amount of, for example, compensations, the amount of commissions that this online business model is offering? Because and whenever we are talking about the business model, the financial aspects of that business model, I reckon, should be so important as well. So when we are, let's say, talking about this online business, could you please tell us a little bit more about the compensation plan and details about the, let's say, retirement plan and the pass-on features of this online business model is offering?
Sure. Our compensation plan that we have is really second to none. I've never seen a compensation plan that is comes anywhere near this. Now, I've had a look at MLMs before, even years ago, and I know from MLMs, you've got to do a lot of work. But the problem with their payment system, with their compensation plan, is that most of the commissions that you make actually filters up to your upline. And that's ongoing forever, which means that you've got to do an enormous amount of work just to get some sort of a decent pay. Whereas with this compensation plan, in the beginning, you do have to do a lot of work. You have to build up your business. You've got to set the foundations. You've got to make it strong. And a lot of the commissions that you do make do go to your upline, but that's only for a short amount of time until you get to certain levels where you get all the commissions. So in the beginning, you're getting a lot of help from your mentors, from coaches and other people. And so you have to expect that, okay, they have to be remunerated too. And that's how this system works. But it's only for a time. It's not forever like MLM. And this is not MLM. This is direct selling. And the difference is chalk and cheese. Absolutely. And once you get to those levels where you really become independent, and if you're doing a job, you can just say goodbye to that, as we call the people who do that, they're job quitters, right?
Yes.
And the money is good, but it's up to yourself how much you want to make, right? It really is. Like in any business, the better and the smarter you do it, the more you make. Absolutely. And so it's up to your dedication. It's up to how much you want it. And you've got to be serious about this. It's a serious business. It's a very serious business. But you know what? We have a lot of fun, don't we, Mo? We have a lot of fun. Just recently, we had a gathering here, and you were there, and all these other people in the business. We had a fantastic day. We were having lots of food. Yeah. Oh, it was marvelous, and meeting people from all around the world. And I know quite a lot of people in different continents now only through this business. Even though I haven't met them face to face, which I'm hoping in the future I can meet some of them. I know that the people that are in my direct community right here in Brisbane, like Mo, it's so fantastic when we can get down and sit together and talk about not just the business, but about our lives and everything. And these are the things that I truly treasure. When I first started this business, I was only thinking about the compensation plan, how much money can make. But this business is much more than that. It's about making friends. It's about really, doing this right now. This is a live video. And I never, ever thought I'd be doing anything like this. Never. I thought, before I started this business, I'd never thought about doing public speaking, never thought about doing go lives or videos. Pardon me. And here I am doing it now. I'm very comfortable. I'm getting a lot better at it. And and I want to get the word out. I want to get the word out to you people that this is really worth looking at. It's really worth taking the plunge, because I haven't seen anything better than this. Never.
Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely correct. And thank you guys for almost half an hour that we've been watching you. We've been talking and you've been watching us. And I hope that you've been, reached this conclusion that this is the real business. This is a legal business. And this is the, business that absolutely worth if you want to check it out. And step out of your comfort zone and take this leap of faith and make it a try. Give it a shot by registering your name and email address in either my website or Leo's website, which will be written at the end of this live interview and in the comment section below. And it's already been written below our image as well. So either of us will be your mentor, and another coach will be assigned to you for the rest of your life. And community support, as you truly said, this is super important from another point of view, and in the spiritual point of view. If you are, saying as opposed to the financial point of view, the different people from different walks of life, different cultures, different countries. You're gonna let's say make accustomed to. So you're gonna make friends when you are doing this online business. And yeah, without even traveling to their countries, you're gonna have a lot of friends, for example, in a given country. So this is super, super, super beautiful. And yeah, it is super, super, super important. Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you so much, guys, for almost half an hour watching us, and hope you're having a very wonderful day and nights ahead. Is there anything else you want to add, Leo, at the end of?
All I want to say is, don't be a fence sitter. If you're watching this and you're thinking about it, don't fall back on the wrong side. Take that leap of faith to the other side and contact Mo. Or if you like my face, you can contact me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You're better than me.
Take the leap of faith and go for it. You've got nothing to lose. You've got nothing to lose.
Absolutely. Absolutely free of any charge. The first step and even the second step will be almost free of charge, I reckon. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for your time, and hope you're having a very wonderful days and nights ahead. Thank you, Leo, for your time, and hope you're a very wonderful nights ahead. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
My pleasure.